I don't hate Boga. Hi, everyone. Hello, 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 Boga Dank. YouTube, Twitch, everyone in the Twitch chat, everyone in the YouTube chat. He's not even in the YouTube chat. Boga, you haven't chatted. It's been 25 seconds. What are you on about, mate? Oh, there he is. Hey there, Cupcake. How you doing? Minus 1,000 aura. Break YouTube except for Boga. Well, he is YouTube right now. Okay, well, it's Boga and Dr. Marks on YouTube now. Okay. Seal until reset and then it's secure. Oh, no. Okay, we got to do the thing where we time it right before the reset to go into Seal Rock. So we get the... Oh, wait, we can do double. We can do double Seal Rock. That's smart. That's smart. Also... we need to do the Bard quest soon. It's like my Yo, once said, stop, Scott. Bro, what's going on here with the new subs recently? We got a conversion sub from Kufio. We have Zwagvale gifting a sub. We have Stop Scott with a natty tier 1 sub. That's fucking huge. Welcome. I don't get to say this very often. Welcome to the Rapscallions. Woo! Oh, the song finished while I had it muted. Second attempt at a train. I'm telling you, boys. I ask you this one favor, okay? Let the train die again. Like, let it drop. Nah, for fuck's sake. Of course, yeah, when Akira's not part of the initial lead-up, of course it's gonna start. Hee. Not hee. You know how I feel about hee. You know how I feel about trains. Well, we love trains. Congrats on the gifted sub. Make sure you say hello to, thank you, sorry, to Akira Astaria. Monk quests replaced by Bard quests. No, we will get the Bard jobstone today. I do feel like that's within our reach. Like, what's that going to be? We got 3 quests to do, I think. Then we can actually just slam out Bard. We can play it in PvP. We can get some big levels going, you know what I mean? We will continue the speed run. We might even continue that today, to be honest. Potentially could continue the speedrun today, you know? What's up, Symphonian Rhapsody? What's up, Shalim Nivrim? Bard is a fairly creative job, in my opinion, but not peakly so. It's only Bart. B-Art. I don't know if I get that one fully. Am I... am I slow on that one, Shalim, or what? What's up, Cafe? The race continues. Hee. Are you going to let me catch up and get my job quest done? And then we actually can go toe to toe, because you clearly were skipping job quest text, right? And then after that, blastage. We got Keek. We did. We got Keek. Hee Keek. Hee Keek. Wait, did it say hee Kiki? Wait, did it say hee Kiki? Not hee. Yes, Kiki. Okay. I love playing Monk. It's so good. Monk is fun, but I want to try it in PvE as well. Moving the goalposts. No. I'm just saying you skipped like 2 hours worth of reading messages on a screen that I was reading out to chat. You got my job quest by like, you know, by passively absorbed. You know what I mean? Kiki. Monk sucks. I hate it. Bro, make your mind up.
Oh, it's hee time.
Is it your birthday, Kaffa?
Kiki. Hee. Kiki. Hee. Kiki.
Apparently it's Kiki. Apparently Brian has decided it's Kiki. Cafe Spindle. Coffee. Spider. Happy birthday. Can we get Phil's birthday man in the chat for Cafe Spindle? Go on then. Give him a Phil's birthday man. I'll allow it on this occasion. YouTube hater and low-key bum on camera. What do you mean low-key bum, bro? I'm looking kind of clean right now. What do you mean bum? What the fuck, Bogadang? Dude, YouTube chat insulting me. Boga YouTube is insulting me. Twitch Boga is apparently like chill. He's like T-pogoing over the place. I'm not a low-key bum, bro. What? First one was sarcasm. I don't like Monk at all. I feel bad for people who are forced to play it. Why is anyone forced to play it? Is it that good? Does it always have to be a Monk? Why is anyone forced to play anything? Guys, I thought the whole thing about FF14 was that everything's pretty well balanced and you don't actually have to force to play anything. Why do sperm cells look like commas and apostrophes? They often interrupt periods and lead to contractions. I was too busy on the hee hee kiki when you posted that one. I mean, I guess so. I guess so. They break them up? They interrupt them, sorry? I guess. Oh, they do. They do. They do, actually. Sorry, Cupcake, but you kind of deserve it. Why? What have I done to you, Boga? What did I do in this life and a past life, bro? What's up, Karma? How you doing? I missed the lose. I'm making breakfast. What are we making today? Bit of eggs? Bit of eggs? My breakfast was leftover Domino's pizza that I ordered at midnight last night. It was fucking great. Fucking great. Latest dinner of all time, though. Dinner at 12 p.m. A.m.? A.m. You fucking hate me. Why? Why do you think that? What have I done, bro? Why does everyone think I hate them? Cupcake? Are you Caitlyn or what? I think Boga's on his Caitlyn cosplay art, yeah. Right, if I missed anyone else coming in, maybe hello, by the way. Right, let's open up the game. Look, let's just get into it, okay? Because I'm getting shit for not starting at 2. I guess that means we have to cut the train short, guys. We got to cut the train short. We got to cut the intro short. We're going in at 33 minutes. I'm going to open up the game. We're going to make up for some lost time now, okay? So, what's my password here? Bosh, 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 bosh. That should be it, right? Are we in? Are we in? Feel like we might be in. Panic. Face. That's just one of those things today, bro. One of those things, okay? Let me pull the stream down here. Boom. Easy. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. All right. Should I do this? Vodka. Face. Please stop encouraging bad behavior. You hate Boga because of fuck Boga. Yeah, I forgot as well, Boga. They started posting it the other day, and I was like, what the fuck is that emote? Fuck Boga? I completely forgot what is the context of that one? Akira, no. All right, no one, please extend the train. All right, good. And there best not be someone called No One in the chat, dude. Right, I'm still waiting for the follow-up on the monk thing. What? Already booting up the game? Yes, bro. Why is anyone forced to play monk dragon? Come on, feed it to me. Give it to me. What's up, Howdy? How you doing? Howdy, howdy, howdy. Boys! Good job. Good fucking job. Bye, Tranche. I'm out, guys. I've done my 30 minutes of stream for the day. We're done. It's over. It's time to lock in to gaming. All right. Yo, I look kind of hot in this gear, though. This looks kind of hot, though, bro. Okay. Okay. Melee job and Mon got some changes. Feels weird to play. I have heard that people... I think I've heard people say Monk is in the best spot it's ever been, no? Now take clothes off. Ayo! You what, mate? Opens game. Immediately goons. Oh! Bro, no one is gooning to this game, bro. What are you on about? This is Final Fantasy the 14th, okay? No, I'm not gooning on stream. All right, this is an ungoonable game, bro. People go to Rule 34 for that. Yo, Russ, can you lift me up? On Saturday, my PC, which I bought new in Aoral, died. Using my old PC, and I hate everything. Which I bought... Oh, April. Your PC, which you bought in April, died. What the fuck? How? What happened? What's wrong with it? Surely that's under warranty, right? Like, did you get a pre-build or what? New jorts? These are not jorts, bro. These are not jorts. But I do look good, though. I like the bandana, the bow combo. I will say, Bard looks cool, right? Maybe I'm bad at the game. Fuck Boga. Alright, wait. I need to hear what Boga said. I forgot this exists. I think Hydro linked it, and I said to ban him. Fuck Boga. Is that what happened? We have to ask Hydro now. The fucking plot thickens, bro. When I see Hydro next, I'm going to ask him about that emote. If he remembers. Alright. Let's log in. SSD is cooked or the OS chat itself, one of the two. Well, I mean, the OS is an easy fix. You just have to do a fresh install, right? SSD, also a pretty easy fix. I mean, you could do both in one. Replace the SSD that the OS is on, and then, you know, it's fine, right? And then you could clear that SSD, and just put it in as extra storage, I guess. That should work. Did you get a pre-build though? Because if you've got a pre-build, just send it back, right? And then they can fix it for you. Because like you'd have no obligation to fuck with it then. Get him to speedrun Island Sanctuary to rank 10 for the Daisy Johnsons. Link me the daily Daisy Johnsons in game. All right, let me come up to the guild real quick. Dude, I look good though. Bard might be the play, boys. Bard might be like the trendiest looking job I have, you know? I don't know. Red Mage is kind of swag though. This might just be my glam forever on Bard now. Like I look so innocent. I don't look like the Warrior Light. I kind of like it, you know? Pre-built my first ever Linux, so I wanted to be on the safe side. Linux? Okay. Tell me about Linux. What is the, like, deal with it? You don't even know how Bard mechanics look like? I don't know. I don't. I don't have the Jobstone yet. I don't have the Jobstone. What is the deal with Linux? Is it like a dev OS or something, or like a coding OS or some shit? What's the kind of deal with it? Like, why go that over Windows? Is it just simplified? Better than microslop, except some software. 99% of the internet infrastructure. Send an FC app. I got you. How do I? Boom, boom, boom. I got you. Level 9. Do I need to introduce myself? Yes, actually. Introduce yourself right now in the chat, Marid. Go on. The floor is yours. Become good for gaming in the last couple of years because Valve are heavily pushing into it. Right, right. Is that what like Steam Deck runs on? And that's Steam OS, right? Like Windows or Mac, it's just different. Okay. So what's the appeal for it? Like okay, micro slop. Is Windows particularly bad? Steam OS is Linux. It's a fork of Linux. Okay. Zoom in on that elf. This one? I think it's this elf's birthday. Storm Lady Gold Ship. She's a horse behind the scenes, okay? There's a ship pile. Do you run on Linux, Voss? Are you not a Windows person? I feel like you have to be different, though. You're Voss. I personally just like a PC that runs things and not be overcomplicated. I just remove things from my Windows PC I don't like. That's what I do, yeah. Like, I don't know if there's anything, like, I've never sat at my Windows PC and been like, oh, this is really pissing me off. The only thing like I've ever found that like pissed me off about Windows was when it used to, do you remember like back in, I want to say like 2008, 2009, that kind of era. And it would do those like Windows like updates, right? But it would always like come up behind your games, right? So like randomly as you're playing, you click the screen and you'd like click through your game and it would like tab you out and it'd be like Windows update and then it would just randomly like you could only snooze it so many times before it just did the restart. And it would always be like as you're gaming or some shit. It was really annoying. Like that's the only time I was like there was a feature on Windows where I was like, oh, this is actually super annoying and I can't do anything about it really. Dude, this has built-in tattoos. It's kind of sick actually, this piece. Kind of nice, kind of nice. Isn't necessarily bad, but it's become unnecessarily bloated. Oh yeah, definitely. Especially like Copilot, AI, and Recall. Do I have those? Final the OS. Daily driving Linux for years. Steam OS just made it easy to do games. Yeah, to be fair, can you get Steam OS on a PC? Or is it? Does that make it kind of? Well, I guess you can, right? Because they've got the Steam PC thing, the box now, right? Which is just full Steam OS, right? Yeah, yeah. Can you get that? Like, could I get that on my PC instead of Windows? I guess so, right? Don't have to have the Steam one. Open source, so no bullshit makes it in like ads. I see. Does Windows have ads? Wait with that? Yeah, I'm not planning on doing that. I have no issue with Windows personally, so I'm not going to change. But yeah, it is what it is. Don't know. I don't feel the need to make a change. Like, I'm on Windows 10, 11, something like that. Wait, what am I on? 11? Windows 11 probably, right? Yo, Flicky, what's up, bro? been a little bit, man. How you? Gonna stream on the same PC? It's a hassle. Yeah, yeah. I mean, personally, like I said, I don't have any problem with my PC setup in Windows, so I'm just gonna like I'm of the stance if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of thing. So I just continue and be blissfully unaware, I suppose. What's up, Savell? How you doing? Hello. Flaky Dickamus. Strip most of the bullshit off. Yeah. So like, first thing I do, well, I do like the when I install an OS. I install it like bare bones as I can, and then just install only like the apps with like Ninite that I need, basically. And then you can just uninstall anything immediately that you don't want, like Microsoft Edge and like all that bullshit. You can turn off all the like AI shit on the taskbar. Like, yeah, I just do that immediately. It's like the first thing I do whenever I do a fresh install or something. But I think I need to do a fresh install soon. I think it's about that time. It's been 3 years now, just over 3 years now. I think it's about time I do like a freshie. Vibing on a sunny day with a Rust stream and playing Fire Red. Pagoogies, bro. Pagoogies for sure. Fire Red. How far are you in Fire Red, bro? All right. Speaking of Pokemon, we definitely should do the Nuzlocke soon. I want to do the Dark Souls thing maybe in September, which means that August is kind of open. I want to continue doing the MSQ in this, like the patch stuff, but and I want to finish Dredge as well. But then after that, potentially we could do the Nuzlocke, to be honest. Giovanni and dropkick Snorlax. Oh, bro, poor Snorlax, dude. You beat Giovanni and then you just went and like shat on the level 30 Snorlax, bro. Poor guy. My problem is they're re-engineering core components to use WebView, which causes everything to feel slow and shitty. Is that in just the newer versions of Windows? Because I haven't done the upgrade. Like, I keep getting offered that free upgrade or whatever, but yeah. Moonfire event starts in 2 days. Is that the tower climb? I mean, we'll obviously go do that and smash it. I'm not here in 2 days, so I'll have to wait till next week. But it is my partner anniversary next Monday, so we're probably going to do something on that Monday. The Moonfire Fair can be part of that, right? Or the Moonfire event thing. Windows 11. Okay. Time to ride the bike now. Time to ride the bike. No, he's got to do Victory Road now, right? He's done Giovanni. Actually, I don't actually remember Fire Red. I'm assuming it's same as Gen 1, right? You beat Giovanni, you go do Victory Road, then Pokemon League, and then game's done. Or is there more game after that? I actually don't know. Oh, he's done Sivco. Oh, okay. I would watch the heck out of a Pokemon JustRuss stream. Hell yeah, bro. It's happening. We're doing a Nuzlocke, so it's going to be permadeath. I need to remember the rules for it. Permadeath. And I'm going to name the Pokemon after chatters. So anyone that wants to be... I'll just put everyone's names on a wheel. And then we'll just spin a wheel every time we catch a Pokemon, and that can be them, right? Permastall, permadeath. Yeah, both actually. Both can be true at once, right? We might wipe a couple times. I don't know. I don't know how hard a Nuzlocke's going to be. I feel like we can game it. As long as I understand the fundamental game mechanics behind it, I feel like we can make it happen, right? Are you allowed to grind? If you get an Eevee, can I be it? I feel like I can give you that one. I feel like I can give you the Eevee. We will get an Eevee, yeah. I don't know if I'll use it. I believe you get a level 25 Eevee for free. Just straight up. At the top of, like, a market tower or something. Or like a Team Rocket base or something. I can't actually remember. I haven't played Gen 1 in ages. I haven't played any Gen in ages. Catch a Mankey, can it be me? How do I do this? Do I let everyone have their dibs on their preferred Pokemon? Or do I just catch and spin a wheel? I feel like it's easier for me. I can maybe give Mari the Eevee. And then after that, it's to spin the wheel. You could do a spreadsheet. I mean, if you manage it, we could do it that way. If you want to do all the work for it, optional. But we could potentially do that. Like, then everyone gets their preferred pick, right? Level 25 Eevee in Celadon City at the bag of a store. Yeah, I thought it was like at the top of the tower or like in the basement or some shit. It's just like, yep, you got an Eevee. As long as you actually do the run. Of course I will. It's a sub goal. It's gonna get done. Okay? It's just 150, bro. You are correct, Hot Stuff. I know there's 150 Pokemons. And so I'm trying to remember the game mechanics. It is like you have to catch the first Pokemon you see on any route, or you can only catch the first Pokemon you see on any route. So you probably should catch it every time. And then are you allowed to grind? FF7 remake? Yeah, I would say less than 10 years, but definitely not coming soon. Soon. You may only catch the first one you see on each route. Okay, and then it's permadeath. And then are the actual like bosses harder? Like are the gyms harder? Like is there anything? What the hell? Meowly Cyrus is back? Bro, maybe definitely not did not last long, huh? Yo, that glam is kind of cool though. I like the boots. They're kind of badass. Gyms are harder by nature. Right. So there's no actual like steroids on anything. Like everything is the same as it should be. There's no like mods to it, right? It's just catch rules. So it's catch rules and permadeath rules, right? And that's it. You can grind levels, but some Nuzlocke rules put caps on it. Okay. Well, I probably wouldn't do any excessive grinding, to be honest. I still feel like the best way to do it would literally just be to absolutely pound all my XP into my starter and just slam the entire game with that. Which version? I think I'm going to do Fire Red. I believe Fire Red is a good start on Nuzlocke, right? Only 8 badges. We got Team Rocket in there. It's Gen 1. Dude, imagine Abra's the first Pokemon that comes up. Can you only catch that single encounter, or is it that Pokemon that you find on the route? And then like you can, if you see it again, you can have another attempt. Single encounter, okay. Pure Nuzlocke is the catch and naming and faint rules. Wait, what's the naming thing? Oh, just what I said about naming it after chat, yeah? Catch the first one on the route, save the tutorial. Yeah, okay. So I get to pick my star, and then it's just a normal playthrough with permadeath and the catch rules. Right. It's not hard rule. Oh, dude, we are gonna fucking destroy. I don't even need to do a practice run. We're just gonna destroy this run. What? I might have a. Am I allowed to look up like? Because I feel like Nuzlockers, they know what's coming, right? So they know like usually what like trainers have which Pokemon, like where the like hard battles might be. Am I allowed to pre-look that up? Percentages? What do you mean? What do you mean percentages? Yeah, like I should look up. Like I know some of them. Like I know there's a guy with like a level 20 Slowpoke above Misty's gym, like north of that. There's someone that has like a Giga something on the way to like Mount Moon. I think it's like level 16 or 14 or something. Like I need to know what Pokemon the gym leaders have so I can like prep, right? Oh, appearance rates. Yeah. 15% in Route 8. Damn. Yeah. Okay. So I want to like, well, at the end of the day, I can't. Oh, I see. So it's like, well, at the end of the day, I can't control it, right? It's just what I happen to bump into, and then just got to be like, all right, do I catch this? And I want as many Pokemon as possible, right? Because am I allowed to wipe? Is the run only over if I have to release every Pokemon and I have no Pokemon left, right? Or is the run over if I literally have like a whiteout? Oh, it ends if you white out. So if I die like, as in like, can I wipe to the Pokemon Center and then refill my party with an entire new 6? Or is the run just over if I lose to a trainer, basically? Bulbasaur? Dude, Voss just has to be quirky in everywhere. Nah, it's, honestly, I actually don't know my favorite Gen 1 starter. I feel like Bulbasaur's the cutest, but I'm not a huge Venusaur enjoyer. I prefer, like, Charizard and Blastoise to Venusaur, you know? That's up to you in the rule set. Okay. Say you're fighting Missy and you white out, you're done. Okay, even if I have more Pokemon in the PC. Crab Rave time. Snorlax is the best. I feel like Snorlax is an absolute tank, to be fair. Venusaur's cool, I guess. Yeah. Right. We need to do a Seal Rock, and then we need to queue up for another Seal Rock just before reset. So we need to get going, boys. So who wants to come do Seal Rock with me? I can't play Bard on it, sadly. So we're going to continue the Monk XP. We should hit 90 here, though. I'm going to play Machinist, but queue as Monk, okay? I have 2 more slots here. Hello, Aura. Flower guy. Boom, 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 boom. Big ass mushroom dragon dinosaur guy. You talking Venusaur? Yeah, he is cool. He is cool. I mean, Bulbasaur is the first ever starter I picked ever whenever I played my first attempt at a Pokemon game ever. So what I'm thinking is, I mean, they're probably, maybe that makes Bulbasaur my favorite starter because instinctually as a kid, he was the one I picked first, right? Thing is, Mario, with that, I'm just having a second thought on it. Is like, what if there are people here that, well, like, because we're not doing a Pokemon stream right now, is it fair to start taking people's names when, like, they might, like, is it fair to the people not here right now who would want to get involved and they're like, Pokemon's already taken kind of thing? I'm not sure. I'm fine to give you Eevee. I'm just wondering about the other thing. Like, maybe we just random that. I'm not sure. I'll think about it. You can do a mock-up anyway with these guys here. I'm just thinking if that's unfair to anyone that wants a reservation that's just not here right now and then they lose it, you know what I mean? Because that would kind of suck. That might make people like, like, what if my Pokemon never comes up? Does that mean I just never get a name? In fact, I think I've decided. I think I've just decided straight up that, like, it's more fun for anyone to, like, everyone who just wants a name to just be on a wheel, and then anyone can get any name at any point, because that's going to be better for, like, keeping people actually, like, invested, you know? Like, what if someone's like, oh, I got Mewtwo, so, well, I guess I'll see you at the end of the game. You know what I mean? Yeah, it would mean that you could leave. And I want to keep you guys getting baited and strung along for as long as possible, you know what I mean? They should be here anyways. They should, but the thing is, you know what? They won't be. I know people. I've been streaming a while, okay? And people will more likely stay for the run if there's a chance they could get a name at any point, you know what I mean? Especially if Pokemon only work for stuff like Iron Man and randomizers. Yes, exactly. So, like, if we had randomizer where, like, any Pokemon could spawn on any route, then that could make more sense. It could be like, oh, which Pokemon's going to spawn in? Does he get to catch it? Who is that, you know? Like, whose Pokemon would that be? And then what about dupes? Because there's probably going to be Pokemon that come up duplicate in that case, right? I don't know. We'll figure it out. For the first time, I just want to do a Nuzlocke. I want to keep it simple as possible. And I just want to RNG the names off. Like, roll them off. So we'll probably do, like, keyword giveaway or whatever. Good morning, Russ and chat. Hope y'all are well. Hello, Gooning Guy. How you doing, bro? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Even if you have more Pokemon in the PC, it's based on what you have in your party at the time. I see. Okay. All right, guys, let's run the Seal Rock, and we should be done just in time for the second run. All right, so I'm going to queue up in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And then we're going to, don't take it if it pops immediately. Queue up, 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 queue up. And then we will finish this one, get the XP, and then just before, at probably like 10-2, we will queue up again, and we should be inside Seal Rock when it switches over for daily, so that we don't have to play secure. We can just play Seal Rock for tomorrow's, or for today's XP roulette. Right. Seal Cock. Randomizer can only get Pokemon from one specific game, since you have to run around the randomizer to work. Only Pokemon Go works. Randomizer. Fuck's sake. So, like, how do the randomizers work? It's not going to, like, give me Mew on Route 1, right? X2 mention. No, bro, we're not doing X2, dude. Okay. I do want to play 7, though. Do I restart 7? It's been such a long time. Nah, I feel like we just continue from where we were, right? It could. So it could be any Pokemon from that game on any route in any encounter, or what? So like, could I make? Because I don't know if you get like national Pokedex in Fire Red, and then like what, like fucking Kyogre can spawn or some shit. Like I don't want. I just want Gen 1s only, right? It's random. Okay. The first Nuzlocke we'll do Natty. And if I like the format of Nuzlocke and the stream likes it and it goes down well, it could be the start of us doing other Nuzlocks with randoms, with extra rule sets, make it harder. Because let's be honest, guys. I am an absolute fucking gamer. When it comes to Pokemon, I know what's up. Or at least I used to when I was a kid. Okay? So like, I'm sure it will literally be free as hell. And we're just going to slam the entire Nuzlocke in one shot. I feel like, unless Misty kicks my fucking ass, I feel like wipe points in Fire Red is going to be like Misty, Starmie. I feel like Brock's fine. Misty, Starmie. I feel like, what's he called? Blue, I guess. Gary is pretty easy outside of maybe the fight before Victory Road. This is, I'm going off kid memory right now, right? Who else is hard? I am for sure, but like mostly, what's Gym 3? Lieutenant Surge, Raichu's pretty rough in there. What do we have after that? Erica, what does she have? She has a Victory Bell and a Vileplume, I guess. Does she? And we've got, I feel like Koga's pretty easy. Sabrina's Alakazam, is that her rough one? Will she have a like a rough Mr. Mime or some shit as well, maybe? And then what's Gym 7? Oh, Blaine. Blaine's pretty easy, right? And then what do we have after that? Giovanni. Nidoking's pretty rough. Nidoqueen's pretty rough. Rhydon's pretty rough. Yeah, Giovanni's kind of rough, to be fair. And then the fight before Victory Road and the Elite Four, I feel like, if anything, I feel like Lance will be the hardest. And then the champion, obviously. Or is an easy one, you can absolutely get Nuzlocked. Yeah. Oh, is that what it's called? Nuzlocked when you get wiped? Because you're locked. Yo, what's up, Una? How you doing? Day 2 of asking Russ for the Rapscallion tag for Discord for these amazing, so cute chats. Wait, you on day 2 and Snuskers on like day 102 or some shit? Fuck's sake. Rewatch the last FF7 VOD on stream to remind yourself what happened. That's actually not a bad idea, Boga. His starter is Magikarp and immediately fails to run. Wait, actually, how does the starters work on a random run? Free as hell. I do think it's gonna be fine, guys. In fact, this is making me want to do it fucking right now. Next week? No, we'll do it. We could potentially start it the week after next, though. Maybe. I want to finish Dredge, though. I feel like we're not too far off Dredge. Right, let's take this. 1, 2, and 3. Never played 4. Was Gen 4 good? I've never played anything past Gen 3 either. I think I've tried Pokemon White or Black. Not sure which one. Like, but I've never finished it. I got like halfway through on my brother's Nintendo DS. Never got to finish it because we were on holiday. And then the holiday finished. And then I didn't continue playing it. Because I think I gave him my Game Boy with Fire Red or something. My SP. And he started a new game on that. And then I overwrote his new game on like Black or White, whichever one he had. So we like swapped Game Boys for the duration of the holiday. Yeah. I think it was when I was in America. Well, not last time I was in America. The time before last I was in America, which was like when I was like 15, maybe? In California? Nah, I must have been older than that. Can I go clean my apartment? Enjoy my plate. Okay, will do. Hi, Couch. How you doing, bro? Smill. How you doing, bro? Welcome in. Thank you for the 20-month resub. Brock's the biggest hurdle for a randomizer. For a randomizer? I mean, Brock's so free. Okay, so Brock's actually kind of easy in Fire Red, right? Because Charmander gets Metal Claw. So you can kill him with Charmander. And the other two absolutely shit on Brock. So you should be fine with Brock, I think. Right? In Fire Red. Oh, wait. I need to change role. I'm playing Machinist. Who do we have? Ura, Yuki, me, Kiss Kiss, Gogek, Ginran, Akira. Holy shit. Meowly, Gold Ship. Holy shit, we are absolutely stacked. Wait, Gold Ship and Golgek and Zephyr all on the same team. Jesus Christ, this team is crazy stacked. Golgek, really mad. On your birthday, bro? Jesus Christ, how could they? His team, 07. Yo, Couch, thank you for the reset, bro. How's life going? I remember somebody deleting my save on Pokemon Red, and I was so bummed because I was so far. Yeah, dude, I used to have a, like, scuffed copy of Fire Red that one guy in my year at school, he got from, like, the black market. He lived in Kuwait on, like, a army base. But he, like, was a boarder in my high school, right? And every time he'd go home, like, for the holidays to Kuwait, he could get these, like black market scuffed ROM copies of, like, the Game Boy Advance SP cartridges, I guess. And I played, like, the whole of Fire Red on my one. I bought it off him for £5 because I was like, absolute bargain, right? Couch Pee-Pong. And, oh, hold. Yeah, I bought, like... Can I get that guy? Not quite. Fuck. I played the whole game. I was on the Elite Four, and you know on... I don't know if you remember, but on the Game Boy Advance, just general, actually, you could press Start, Select, Left Bumper, and Right Bumper. Like, I guess it's just called L and R at that point. And it would do, like, a soft reset of your Game Boy, right? So it was like a quick way to reset the game if you, like, fucked up your, like, the battle or something like that, right? So usually you could just be like, oh, I'm gonna wipe, like, off and on, right? Let me just shoot that guy. Oh man, little bastard. I got him anyway. What? I didn't. Fuck, dude. So usually you would just turn off and on, and it would, like, reset your progress. You would just respawn it where you saved. But I remember sometimes I just couldn't be arsed, and I'd just do the soft reset to, like, it was just quicker, right? So I'd played, like, the whole game through and never really done the soft reset before. And for some reason on this, like, low budget fucked up version of the cartridge or whatever, because it was, you know, like, obviously, like, an illegal copy or whatever, if you press Start, Select, Left and Right, it would just delete. It would soft reset your Game Boy, but it would, like, hard reset the game cartridge. So it just deleted your save file straight up. So it soft reset the Game Boy, and then, like, I got to the, like, intro screen again, and then as soon as it powered back on, I had no save. It just said new game and options. That was the only two like, boxes. So I was on the Elite Four, soft reset because I fucked up, like, Bruno or something. And then, yeah, I just lost my entire save at the Elite Four. And I was just like, well, fuck me, I guess. So I thought, like, I was honestly, like, in disbelief. So I thought maybe if I, like, started a new game, it would come back. Or if I, like, started a new game and then did the soft reset again, it would come back or something like that. And it just was gone. Like, it was just gone forever. Yeah, and that just became, like, a thing that was just like, well, that's just a feature of that cartridge I had or whatever. Which just kind of sucks. Oh, fuck's sake, he used ulti. Let's just join this then. Oh. So yeah, that was fucked. So I was on the Elite Four and I lost my save, bro. Which is just so rough. And your perfectly legal, totally legitimate Fire Red playing software definitely utilized save states. Oh, we didn't have save state. It was no, like, oh, yes, yeah. You mean my one on my PC? Yeah, for sure. But yeah, this one was just like, it was a cartridge, like the same as, like, the normal one that you'd buy, except so yeah, there was no save states. It wasn't like a ROM or anything like that. It was, like, straight up a Game Boy Advance game, built the same. Just it had a bug, I guess, because it was cheap, right? Dude, there's everywhere I look, there's just a tank in an invuln. It's so sad. There we go. But yes, if when we do the Nuzlocke, am I totally legal and absolutely bargain base, absolute slammer of a ROM that we are going to be using? I will be using both the in-game save, but also just the save states, right? Because that's just sensible. we don't want to get kicked out of our run for like some random glitch or something, right? What's up, Valley? How you doing, bro? Gotta get ready for work. All right, bro. Oh, shit. Have a lovely afternoon, brother. Can I just... Dude, that guy's just straight up not taking damn. Okay, I'm just dead. Played the entire thing in one sitting, and because of that, I never finished the game to this day. My worst scenario ever was playing through Silent Hill on PS1. I got to the final boss of the game, saved it, had a faulty memory card when I came back. Oh my god. That is cringe. I used to have some neighbors. They didn't have a memory card for their PlayStation. It's like they bought the PlayStation, they bought every game, but they never bought a fucking memory card. So like, it was so stupid. It's like, I don't know if their parents just were like, oh, the memory card, that's one step too far on costing us money. Like, we'll buy you the PlayStation, we'll buy you the controllers, we'll buy you the games, but a memory card? Nah. So like, their whole thing was like, they had to beat games or get as far as they could in one day. Or like in one sitting. So they'd have to like leave their PlayStation on overnight. They'd have to like, every time they turn the PlayStation off, they basically have to start over, right? So they would like, they basically like naturally became like speedrunners because they couldn't save. So they would just be like, all right, let's just play this game and then get as far as they can in one day. And then just the next time they wanted to play it, they had to start over. So silly. That's literally me. Jeez. Low-key Fire playing like that for a bit. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the games they had, maybe it was their parents' strat, so they would finish games slower, which means the parents wouldn't have to buy games as frequently for them or something, right? That kind of makes sense, to be fair. Like, I could see that being a classic parent move. Like, if they have to keep restarting, they don't finish games in like a week or something, because like it's so much harder to do it in one session. So it keeps them busier for longer, you know? It's actually kind of parenting like Fivehead. Lower games that you cheat to level skip. Oh, that is true. That is true, yeah. I just remember like playing Ratchet and Clank on their PlayStation 2. So like this existed all the way through their PS1 and into the PS2 time. Like they still didn't have fucking memory card when they got PS2. So dumb. We should be on yellows. Oh no, I'm seduced. Ah, fuck me. Did you just call us Rat Chat? No, I said Ratchet and Clank. It's a game. PlayStation game. I think it's a pretty good game. Pretty well remembered one. Grew up with playing Crash Bandicoot. I've never played Crash Bandicoot, actually. In fact, there's a load of, like, classic games I've never played. Ghosted? Yeah, I think so. From what I played of it, which, again, was, like, the first level before I had to go home at dinner time, and then my save file was gone. It was pretty fun, though. I remember just collecting, like, bolts and shit, you know? Have I played Spyro? I think I've played a demo of Spyro once, but I've never like properly played it. That's just a platformer, like a 3D platformer, right? variety. I would love to do like a variety arc where we go back and like play all the old like Nintendo 64 games, PS1 games. Like, dude, there's so much content there for like nostalgia and retro stuff. Holy shit, Red just got fucking owned. Whoa. New Spyro? They're doing a new one, huh? Fastest way to trigger my dad is to play FF10 battle theme due to the amount of times we'd have to stop the game mid-battle because we weren't at a save point. Very good. Very good. Were there like daddy dragons in Spyro? I bet there's fucking Spyro porn, bro. Of course there is. Why am I even saying I bet? This is the internet we're on here today. Of course there is. Yeah. I should have known. Kill the Vipers. Big scatter. Big W's, boys. Whoosh. And we hit level 90 monk. We'll take it. We'll take it. GG's. Thank you for the carry. I didn't do too badly there, to be honest. Interesting thing to think about before even starting or seeing. I know what Spyro is, okay? Like, I know what Spyro is, right? It's that little purple dragon that jumps around and collects coins. And there's, like, little dragons in the zone that give you side quests, right? And then you finish, like, the stage by going through a portal. Am I right? That thought entered your head? It did because, like, I said daddy dragons. They're not coins, they're gems. Alright, my bad, my bad. Alright, sorry, chill. Bro. Alright, sorry, at least I didn't say rings, dude, okay? Like you'd put on the end of a plug? Oh my god, no. Now the monkey comes out of the sleeve. What the fuck? What does that mean? Galaxy Annihilator. That's a cool name. Gold ship was pumping. Dude, we had an absolutely massive team there, not gonna lie. Dude, look at all these gamers. Reds got pounded. Who was on Reds, dude? They must have had a terribly not fun game. Let's have a look. Any of you guys? Oh, we had not a single rap scat. Oh no, how Morrigan was. Mariana Gross. That game was boring AF. What, Spyro? So yeah, I mean, it's like a fan favorite, right? It's like a nostalgic one. It's a classic. So like, I've never played Spyro. I never played Crash Bandicoot. Give me some more classics. Like, I never played Banjo-Kazooie. I played Donkey Kong 64 once. That was pretty good. Jack and Daxter. I feel like I could tell you what they look like, but I've never played it. Never played Rayman. What's Croc? Diddy Kong Racing? No, I've only played like Mario Kart. Never played Diddy Kong Racing. What's Croc? Ape Escape? I don't think I've played that. Iggy's Wrecking Balls? Nope. I played Conker's Bad Fur Day. We've talked about this. I know Mario will love this. Hogs of War, baby. Hogs of War. Absolute banger, that one. Yo, Sefric. Wicked. Thank you for the 17 months, Sefric. Blalu. How you doing, bro? How you doing? Jack and Daxter, Jack 2, Jack 3, and it's some sort of Jack and Daxter racing game, which was lame. When you milk the IP just a little bit too much, you know. Right, we should queue up again, by the way, so that we get the queue pop before 4. Okay. All right, let's queue up immediately. Get ready to queue, and then we'll continue this conversation. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Queue it up, boys. We should be in Zero as the daily ticks. Oh, wait. Cancel this, cancel this, cancel this. Cancel this, and then we're going to immediately queue, and we should be okay. All right. Cancel, 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 cancel. All right. I'm going to wait 12 seconds. All right. We shouldn't get, as long as you don't have join in progress on, we should get a fresh lobby, right? Right? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sending it. Go, go, go. Don't take it pops immediately. Jack X? What's Jack X? Your version kept crashing. Oh, was it a cartridge game or a disc game? Was it PlayStation or Nintendo? It's interesting that Nintendo had cartridges and PlayStation had CDs. Just two. Jet lag is fucky. Hi Malbar, how you doing, bro? Plate check? Sure, I got you. Roommates, just one drink ends with the couch creaking. Hey yo. Hey yo, who's been sinning in your room, bro? What the hell? I mean, they could be jumping on the couch. They could be jumping on the couch. They only have discs because Nintendo refused. Oh, Nintendo refused discs? They wanted to be different or what? Couch boning? Sometimes it just feels right, you know? Yeah, a racing game spin-off though is a bit bad. Croc is nostalgia. I don't know if I'd call it good. Croc was awesome. I gotta find this Croc game. Okay, it's just giving me the shoes. Make sure we're queued up, by the way. Oh, yeah, I don't know this one. It's just I guess there was like a standard formula. Oh, it's on Switch, boys. There's a standard formula, which was just platformer, 3D platformer. Yeah, with like side quests, right? Hours of my youth. Hours! It's no Monster Hunter, bro. Nintendo said screw CDs, so PlayStation became a Sony thing instead. It almost was a Nintendo PlayStation. Oh, really? Interesting. Wait, they almost collabed? Or like Sony took PlayStation because Nintendo didn't want it? Almost a very real thing. Interesting. Couch boning, couch together. Ooh, couch together. Everyone wanted the next Mario, Sonic. Yeah, because I can't even remember the order of consoles actually. I feel like that'd be a fun react to like go back in time and see like the evolution of gaming through like the 70s, 80s, 90s and shit. That'd be kind of fun. Like seeing like the dream, because like Sonic was a Dreamcast, right? Like Dreamcast game. Where did it come from? It was Sega, and then I guess that's Sega Dreamcast, right? What about Glover for N64? A classic? Don't know that one. Mega Drive? Oh, okay. Who made the Dreamcast? Was it Sega as well or what? All I remember is the first thing I ever played was Paperboy on like some fucking random ass black box. Mm-mm-mm-mm. 1999 Mega Drive was early 90s. Right, okay. Sega made Dreamcast. So the predecessor to Dreamcast is Mega Drive. Oh, what's Genesis? First Mortal Kombat. Dreamcast was Sega's last console. Oh, okay. And then I guess who got the rights to Sonic? Was it Nintendo? Because I feel like I played Sonic on like my GameCube and shit, right? Or did they just do it? Did they do it to both platforms or both competitors or whatever? And then when did Xbox come in? That was like 2000s, like very early, or was it late 90s? I feel like it was in the 2000, right? Yeah, 2001. Yeah. With PS2. Oh, it launched alongside it, and then the rivalry began, huh? I see. Bum, bum, bum. And then I guess Nintendo, their like competitor to that generation was GameCube, right? It was like PS1 versus N64, and then Xbox entered the fray, and then they went up to PS2, GameCube. Sega still owns Sonic, but they don't really make their own consoles. Yeah, but I'm just thinking, like, did they make it exclusive on one set of consoles, or did they just give it to everyone? Because I remember playing Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on the GameCube, wondering if that was like a GameCube game, or you could get that on all of them. I'm not sure. PS2 spanked everyone and still is. I feel like everyone had exclusives on like Soul Calibur 3 and shit like that, right? I do feel like PS2 was the console though. Sega license to everyone. Top selling. Most sold console ever. I believe that for sure. 100%. Still, that is pretty crazy. Like PS2 was huge, right? Like everyone that I knew in my entire life had a PlayStation 2 except me. And because I felt I like FOMO'd so hard on it. Make sure you're queued up, by the way. Hopefully we're gonna get this pot, bro. What the hell? Ain't no way we have to play secure, right? It's been like 7 minutes. What has it been? Oh, it's only been 5:40. What? I swear we queued up at like 52. Bro, come on. Pop right now. Yeah, like I got the slim PS2. I guess to be fair, you're grouping together the PS2, the blocky one, and the slimline, right, into PS2 sales, or are you talking about like the original PlayStation 2 is the most sold? Yeah, we might have to secure this, boys. PS2 was GTA San Andreas. Yes, exactly. And everyone had that game, and everyone wanted that game, you know? Yeah, so Calibur had, I think Spawn was on Xbox. Who do they have on PlayStation and GameCube? So they have like Link on GameCube, and then I can't remember what they had on PlayStation. Oh great, we're getting fucking secure, boys. Take it. 1 minute late. Hihachi? I don't know who the Hihachi is. At this point, there's not a lot of reason to get a console over a gaming PC. Yeah, it makes sense that console sales have just fallen off because their like hardware just doesn't keep up, right? With people said PC Master Race back in like 2011. People started saying it actually probably a little bit before that, and I mean they were right? Like the consoles, I'm sure, are not bad for an option of like you buy it, it's an all-in-one, it's somewhat affordable, except right now, like because of the PlayStation 5 prices have gone up quite a lot now, right? Because of the AI shit. But like I think it was like 400 and something pounds, or like 360 pounds or something like a year ago. But for that price, like you're doing pretty well, right? Like that's like 600 pound, like well. But to play at like a average level and average FPS, probably similar. That's like 600 pounds worth of games that you can buy or something, right? Right, I'm gonna play Monk in this one. And Metal Gear Solid 4 was the first on PS3. What, like the first game for PS3? Are we going straight up? Alright, alright. On par with mid-range gaming PC? Yeah, for like a fraction of the price, right? I don't know. I would say like a mid-range gaming PC is going to set you back like £800 maybe. Well, now probably like $1,000 because of the RAM prices and the hard drive prices and stuff, right? But like, are we going to spawn camp? Okay, they ditched. Bum 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 bum. Hold on, the entire yellow team's here. Yeah, I'd say like a PlayStation, even though it's like what, £500 now or something. Oh my goodness, I'm getting absolutely fucked up. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's still like half the price of mid-range PC. But then again, you can do less with it, I think, right? Reduce friction on PC gaming. Yeah, true. I feel like the Steam PC is not a bad option to be fair. Let me get up. Please don't deactivate. Need to get up mid. Fuck! I'm stuck down here with all the goddamn plebs. Alright, let's go. Here we go. Hi, Nurse. Hello, favorite streamer. How are you this lovely Monday? I'm not too bad. How are you? Also, QT chat. And last before, I forget, day 104 of Arsenal Rapscallion Discord server tag. 104, dude. Nice. Bum, 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 boom. Alright, where the fuck are we? Where the fuck I am? Alright, being chased by blues. Not sure I like this. Oh! Jesus Christ, I took a goddamn beating. Yeah, I hate secure as well. This feels like so disjointed. I don't know. Yeah, this is secure. Price of PC components for a long while. I don't fancy depression. I'd say like getting something mid-range, like an okay processor, a decent-ish graphics card, like 16 gigs of RAM. Jesus, I lived. Holy shit. And like maybe an SSD with like a solid with a HDD as well would cost you like about $1,000, and it would probably be able to play stuff at like mid-high settings, right? Not like high, but just over medium, I'd say. So like, well, I haven't looked at components, but that's my optimal, or like my optimism way of thinking, I'd say. And then obviously you have to buy your peripherals and everything like that, right? So like the whole PC setup's going to cost you, like, set you back quite a bit more than like a PlayStation with a controller, which comes to probably like £500, and you just got to buy games, right? Alright, we're going up. 4K max setting, RTX on ODLSS, 120 FPS only. 120? Yeah, man. Oh, he's dead? Nice. Do. Holy schmoly, dude, we just get absolutely butt-fucked immediately. Heal up real quick. Optimism in 2026? Bro, we don't always have to be sad, you know? It's a choice sometimes. Alright, we're out. We're out of here, boys. We're donezo. Up top. GPUs going up in price 10 to 30% on top of what they were. Motherboards. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Well, I mean, I just bought a new GPU, so we should be good for a bit now. I feel like my processor's fine. I feel like I've got enough storage. My RAM's fine. Like, I shouldn't need to touch my PC for at least a couple years, I'd say. Oh, what? That guy just fucking flew off. Oh, they just got fucked up. Bonk. Smite. Smite night. I'm missing secure. Yeah, you are, bro. No! Yeah, it is what it is, dude. Sad days, sad days. Alright, where the fuck are we going? We waiting for portal? Are we going? We're going down here. We're swarming this blue base. Oh shit, they are so far ahead of us. Wow, we're getting fucked. Jesus Christ. Sad? Yes. I even know how. Okay. Let's go round again. We need to stop blues, boys. I'm with Ginran. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, I did not mean to OB that. Nice. Alright, let's go up. Bum, bum. Replace my CPU and motherboard. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely could be worse. Definitely could be worse, bro. Jesus, there's so much going on my screen! How did I get the fuck out of that? Alright, we'll take that, we'll take that. GPU and RAM 2 months before prices started going up. That is a dub right there. If I've heard a dub about PC components, that's got to be the singular one. Most people have like upgraded their shit like just like now while it's gone up, just because they know it's going to go up even more and get even worse, right? Fuck, I'm dead. Fuck's sake. Tiny PC for abroad? A tiny PC for abroad? Wait, what do you mean? Like you'll lug it around with you when you go on holiday, or when you go to... Oh, because you're doing half and half between Finland still? Get that dancer before he ults us. Yeah, I thought so. I saw that coming. I fisted him in the ass. Oh shit. Damn. Big damn. Big damn. We got warrior LBs. M80X. You could get that. How much is that Steam PC thing? But maybe that's a bit overkill for what you need it for. Like, what are you going to play on it? Also, just get like a Steam Deck or something and you can plug it into the TV, right? That also could work. There's some light gaming action. It's not like you're going to be starting a new playthrough on like some crazy AAA game or you're on like away from home or whatever. Maybe you will. Dude, my kill got yoinked because they got pushed back after... Oh, that sucks. Oh, I live. 4070 for 300. Wait, what? Did you get that second hand or what? To be fair, I'm gonna sell my old one, I think. I don't think the... Well, maybe the GPU's bricked, I'm not sure. I might sell it. I might try selling it for like a discount price and say like it might occasionally like... Well, I might just sell it and then just be like, take my contact details. If you have any problems, just let me know. And then like if anyone has like crashes, like whoever I sell it to has crashes and shit, I'll just refund them, right? So I don't know if it's actually bricked or if it's a combination between the monitor and the... Probably a combination between it, but it was very specific cases. Like, it never really crashed outside of stream. So the person I sell it to is not going to stream, like... Well, they should never have a problem, you know what I mean? Was that a moan? I don't know, bro. Dude, I got so many kills, but I feel like I didn't do anything good there, you know? We also got fucked, and yellow actually got the win there. That's crazy. I got so many KS kills there. 15 kills on gold ship. 6034. We have no scholar abusers. First one is so far down. I don't know, Monk's kind of fun, but I still feel... Maybe I'm just playing it wrong. Should I walk in, kick someone in, and collapse on them? Is that the play? Yellow throwing as usual at one point. Well, you got the dub. You got the dub. Well, they got the dub, sorry. Kaffa's about to quit FF again. Oh, not again, dude. And Jakage. Yeah, they made a combo. Mario and Kaffa. Seemed it could work for now. I'm thinking about a workstation for editing. Yeah. Oh, what are you editing? Is that for work, or are you thinking about doing editing of like YouTube stuff again? Oh, you're on different. Okay. Oh yeah, Kaffa was on my team. You were on yellow, right? All right, GG's. We got both dailies done though. Pub quiz. Enjoy the pub quiz, Ginran. It was an open box, but never left the store. 300 USD is crazy because I bought mine, I think, for £400, which is probably like $550, $600. My 4070. Again, though, it's like it's questionably died early, so that is weird. Mid-range PC in current climate about 1250 with 16 gigabytes of DDR5, about 260, £100, and a 16 gigabyte RX 9060 XT for 400. Would you say that's mid-range? Mid-range 1250 sounds a lot though. I'm trying to think how much I spent on mine. I think a whole build, and this is just over 3 years ago. My full build was I think it was about £2,000. So that's before prices went up. But like it was intended to be, you know, mid high end, I guess. And the intention was I use it every day for multiple hours a day and for work. So I want something reliable and good. And even at that price, if I had like a 4-year life expectancy on it, it's £500 a year. And it was a tax write-off. So like to me, that was easy justifiable. So essentially on taxing, I saved 20%. So what's that? Like it was like 1.6, I guess. So yeah, it's pretty good, I guess. The only problem I've had is whatever the fuck was going on with it, like earlier this year, right? I'm not convinced the GPU was bad. I'm also not convinced the GPU was bad. Here's my current train of thought, right? What's up, by the way, Sunyan? How you doing? My current train of thought is, I mean, to be fair, haven't had a single crash since we switched out the GPU, right? So like, I'm not convinced the GPU was bad per se, but I think some like I have been having like still some stutter things. Like whenever I switch screen, like the screen flashes for like a millisecond, like black. So I think honestly, I might just do a fresh install, and that should hopefully fix everything. But we haven't had the crash since I switched out the GPU. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking if I sell the GPU for, I've looked up what that exact GPU is on Facebook Marketplace for in my area, and it's about £350. So if I can sell it for 350 and just say like, if you have any problems, give me a ring, and if that happens, then like within the first like 3 months, I'll like refund them, or like, you know, we'll trade it back or whatever for the same price that we negotiated. And if not, like, I won't say like, oh, what if it dies between this, you can get your money back. I won't say that. I'll just say like, any problems, let me know, right? And if they call me up and are like, yo, this thing's crashing all the time, then I'll be like, oh, my bad. Like, I'll just refund it. Say that I didn't know or whatever. And then if I get 350-ish for it, I bought the new GPU for 500 minus the tax write-off part of it, gets it down to 400, right? Because £100 of it is a tax write-off. So I will essentially have upgraded from a 4070 to a 5070 for £50, right? Which and got a fresh warranty on the new card. So I feel like that's worth. But I'm just gonna sell the old one, like just say it doesn't have a warranty anymore. And here's like the price, basically, right? Does it come with hot singles in your local area? So I don't think I'll be like I don't want to give a disclaimer like, oh, this kept crashing all the time, because it didn't keep crashing all the time. It just crashed in very, very specific scenarios now and then, which only affected the only reason it like affected me actually was because I was streaming and it would restart my stream. Like it never crashed once when I was gaming offline. And even if it did, it would have just gone like black screen for like 5 seconds, you know, but like that was enough for it to break the OBS, you know what I mean? Yeah, so like if anyone else doesn't put it in that exact scenario, potentially also with like a broken monitor as well, then they shouldn't see any crashes, right? So in their eyes, like the GPU would just be fine. So I think I'm just gonna sell it at like a discount price and say like, yeah, warranty's expired. You know what I mean? Mimiya, thank you for the gift sub that you've given out to Seni Aisha. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Very much appreciate it. If they are here, Seni, please say thank you as well. Besides editing for work, Affinity Lightroom, I've been thinking about doing some YouTube stuff again. Probably will do a new and fresh channel. Yeah, fair. I mean, you can still take the stuff from the old channel that you learned and apply it to the new one, right? So you should be good. I keep having an intrusive thought to... I just don't have the time to do it. I always think of these things I want to do that I just don't have time for. So I just have to accept that I just don't have time without giving up other aspects of my life, and I'm just not prepared to do that at the moment. But like one day, you know, life's pretty long, hopefully. Fingers crossed. So plenty of time to do a bunch of shit. Might as well enjoy what I'm doing right now. New ideas all the time? Yeah, bro, we might have the same chronic disorder. Was that going towards your mount fund, Mimir? Of the 3 mounts, you gonna split it across the channels, or do you just feel like gifting a sub? What's up, Kev? How you doing? Here comes the buyer, a new streamer trying a FF14 for the first time while doing Marbies on the side. Oh, and they use OBS. Bro, if I just somehow walked into that very niche person as a buyer, fair enough. They can have their money back if it crashes on them, you know. ADHD. Fuck! We get an instant sale if you on Facebook Marketplace at like 500 or 600. Well, I've you know what? Let me check. I'm not gonna leak my Facebook Marketplace or anything, but let me check right now. Okay, Marketplace search RTX 4070. £420, £380, £380. They don't actually have the. So before there were actual cards of the exact one that I have on here. Oh, this is since my last search. Never mind. Previous results. So these are whole builds. What's this? That's a 2070 for 200. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is not the same one. That's a TI. There we go. Wait, oh, it's a 4060. £400 for a 4070. £400 for a 4070. That's the exact card I have. 450 it's listed at. Let's have a look. What's this one? That's a 3060. 5070 Ti 950. Jesus Christ. 5070 for 500. That's more than I bought mine for new. 550 on a 5070. Yeah, I could probably get 400 for it, to be honest. I would be happy with 350, but I'll list it at like 400 or something like that. Maybe I'll list it at 450. If it doesn't sell within like 2 weeks, I'll put it down to 400 so it has the little price drop thing. And then it'll probably, if it doesn't sell by then, I'll just take 350 for it or something, you know. Thank you, Mimi. I appreciate that. Who always has the intrusive thought of uploading the Endwalker finale edit Mario finish on the May the 17th? I do, actually. I do. And then I'm always have the intrusive thought while I'm like out doing something and I can't do it right then and there, you know? It's crazy you remember the date. Barry is a specimen. Famous Twitch streamer GPU. No, because then they're going to know it's like worn out, you know? Or like it's been used, you know? I'll just say selling due to upgrade. There it is. It's in good condition. Take them some really nice pictures of it. Like in the good like sunlight coming in on my dining room table or something. I'm sure it'll work. Forge Jensen Huang's signature. Add another 2,000. Nah, I ain't that kind of guy. What's up, Kev? How you doing? I can't remember what I did half an hour ago, but I do remember May the 17th. Fuck's sake, bro. Should we do these bard quests? I feel like it could be bard quest time, you know? Or take the pick next to the Dyson. Kufio, you might be onto something here. Okay, tell you what. I kind of in the mood for Uno CC game, you know? And then we can switch to the bard speedrun. 233309 if you want to see more useless information to remember. May the 17th, 233309. There you go, Kufio. Sorry, there you go, Barry. Boom. Psalm 2131. When's Endwalker Alliance raid? Not yet. Not yet. We still need to do Pandemonium as well. Like, we're doing MSQ, we're going to do some Pandemonium, we're going to do the new Extremes, we've got the Alliance raid. We've got so much Endwalker content to do. But also, I'm kind of feeling the tea warm up right now, you know? Maybe it's tea time. That whole 2131 was because the timestamp Dr. Mark sent the message. It is, yeah. It was during a Marvels game. I remember the exact map. It was a snow map where we go down and then like it rolls around at the end and then people were getting like pushed off the little stairs, you know? So we've got E9 to 12 to do. Yeah, we do. E9 to 12, P1 to 12, normal and savage. And then, Yeah, so much stuff on that map. You know the one? You know the one? Yeah. It was a snowy one. Remember, you have to do 6.1 MSQ to unlock the Alliance raid? Well, luckily, we're doing 6.1 MSQ, and if you didn't see it, we started it last week. I believe it was Wednesday, right? So we've already done one session. I gotta say, I'm enjoying the 6.1 MSQ so far. It's good. I can't remember what we did. Oh yeah, we went and recruited all the boys to then not do the dungeon with them. Yeah, we just finished the dungeon. I don't think we finished it. We did a dungeon and then that was as far as we got. Hello, Emerus. Okay, let's slam out. I'm gonna do a quick CC game as Monk. I'm gonna just see what's up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. If you want to queue, that is. Shit ended right after the dungeon. Biggest cock block. Oh no, yeah, I did. No, we did the cutscene afterwards, right? Like it ended at the dungeon, and I was like, "That's a cock block." So then I started the next quest, and then that gave us like the lore drop, you know. And then I stopped it at that point. So I didn't cock block like Giga, right? Because I gave you the lore drop. If I just left the Void Sea open there, that would have been a cock block for sure. Several week break from FF to play Dark Souls. I remember what we did. Time to take a several week break from FF and play Dark Souls. Yeah, because this is the thing, right? I can just be reminded. It's not that deep. I can just be like, what did we do again? And someone can just not meme and be like, oh yeah, you did that thing with the Void Sea. And I'll be like, oh yeah. And it's that simple. This time it was Dredge. Yeah, we still might even dredge it up later. I'm not sure. Not memeing in this chat? What? Sass Justola got her to promise to spank you in private. That part I don't remember. And you guys certainly don't. Okay, because again, it happened off stream. How dare you forget the stories of a 500-hour MSQ in which you've taken breaks and split attention with chat for literally years. Sorry, my bad, guys, my bad. Haters gonna hate. Graha gave me a telling off. Ooh. Okay, well now I kind of want to go back and replay it. Maybe watch the cutscenes again. Graha's getting moody with me, huh? Hail the Void Sea. Real fake MSQ fan. I'm not a fake MSQ fan, okay? I just like to do the MSQ, and it's not my life. My world does not revolve around it, you know? It's like one of the many things in this game. The main thing I like about this game, getting close, it's not the MSQ. It's actually that we can just stand around and vibe most of the time. And like people are kind of chill to do that. It's not PvP either, actually. In fact, PvP doesn't even make my like top 5 of enjoyments about this game. But I just think it's chill to do, you know? Yeah, exactly. It's like a comfy MSQ / background game to like vibe around and stream to, you know? And then PvP is like an easy background chill piece of content that only is like a 15 to 20 minute time investment at a time. And it also gives great XP. Sometimes it just grabs me by the balls, you know? Like right now, I'm going to do Uno CC. We just did we literally just did frontline dailies, right? To get XP. Hello, Ezra. Look at that guy walking in. Strolling on in here. Damn, he's kind of jacked though. What the heck? Dot. Bruh, he's spacing it out so hard. How can PvP be chill if you play a job that throws fireballs? That is a good predicament, that one. Easy top 1. Worst thing about FF. I wouldn't say it's worst thing. I wouldn't put it in my top 5 favorite things of the game either. It's fun. And that's it. Like for me, PvP starts and ends. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Number 1 favorite thing. Oh shit, we do have a lot of Hildebrand to do. We do. Degen docs. Yeah, exactly. Well, like the guild is that, right? And then we just kind of like do some PvP, chilling in the side. They've got Marion the White Mage. Right, we've got me, Abdullah, Yuki, Maoli, and Kiri. And they just have Elixir to carry them all. It might be enough, to be honest. Yo, what's up, Ezra? How you doing? Kick his ass! Yeah, we got dotted right there. How you doing, bro? Welcome in, welcome in. Guess it attracts an audience who love comfy things in general. Exactly, right? It's a cozy game. Like, dude, imagine... Okay. How hard would a Stardew Valley stream go? Probably pretty hard for like a couple hours. But I feel like chat wouldn't be popping. You know what I mean? Very, very hard. So hard. It would go very hard for those invested. But I do feel like people would be like, alright, this is kind of... Like Stardew's not the most action-packed, you know? Holy shit. My balls. Woo! We got him, boys. Why was I running like Naruto? I'm a monk. Oi! That's one of those games that's literally yap friendly. It is, yeah. But like, I can yap, right? I don't know if I can yap for like... Hold on. I don't know if I can yap for like 6 hours straight over farm game content, you know? But I need something on the screen to at least monologue a little bit about. Oh, fuck. We just got fucked up, bro. Jesus. When I talk about chill vibes games, Big Walk has taken over my life. I bet Chill Walk is better than we initially thought from the thing, because it, like, if you're doing it with fun people and good friends, it's gonna be fun, right? Let's be honest. For me personally, though, it just didn't look that good. Like, I would rather play another friend slop game, I suppose. Okay, hold up. We need to heal up. Good night, Aura. Sleep well, bro. Do. Gotta kill Mari. Mari is invincible right now. Surely. Okay, good. Oh, that was a huge white mage roll, not gonna lie. Who's everyone wifing in FOM? FOM. What's that? Another streamer collab game? Oh, what, the Big Walk? Yeah, it is. Yeah, do you reckon, what do you think the market is when they develop those kind of games? Is it just a quick buck off people that want to play some games with their mates? Or is it like to try and break into the streaming kind of like... What's it like, the streaming kind of sphere, I guess? Okay. We got a couple of them. Oh, Fields of Mistra. Higher end friend slot? Yeah. One feeds the other. That's what I'm thinking, right? Like, the streaming is marketing for them. If they make it big on streams, for example. Ah! Bro, I thought I put my shield up. Oh, wow. 4 of us got fucking slammed by that. I've pressed shield, I swear. That'll be why I don't have friends just speaking another language. Who, me? Damn, that was a rough game. We lost. Alright, fine. One more. One more. Yay! Mari actually carried the whole team. Damn. I'm a simple man and she is cute. That's all you need, right? Adeline. I might go for Valen. Does Fields of Mistra actually is popping off? Is there a new update or something? I heard that game. I'm bad at PvP. I did it 2 times. Never done it again. Oh, you mean CC games, Ezra? Yeah, fair. Bet you can yap for 6 hours plus farm content. You bet that I can? Is that you trying to get me to do it? I see what you're doing there, Zusk. I don't know. I probably could. If the chat was popping off, I could absolutely yap for 6 hours while playing Stardew, right? But, like, if the chat ever went quiet, which it occasionally does when we do variety, there's no way I could just be like, time to get my tomatoes. Like, I could do it. I'm not just going to freeze up and not be, like, be fucking incompatible with stream, you know? But I don't think it would, like, be, like, one of the best streams of all time, you know? I can never get into Stardew personally. I put 20 hours of Fields of Mistra. That's pretty good. Wait, why couldn't you get into Stardew? What's the difference though, Josh? Perfect on the Steam Deck. Yeah, that's what I've been playing. Well, what I was playing Stardew on, right? I was playing like 30 to 40 minutes of Stardew each night before I went to bed. And honestly, it was some cozy ass motherfucking gaming right there. Like, the thing is, I got to winter and I just haven't played it since. Like, so I've done 3/4 of 1 year. And I feel like my farm is looking pretty okay. I just have fallen out of the habit of playing Stardew right now. Like, because my farm just all died and it became winter. So I'm just like, okay, I've got to, like, do winter. And I believe, like, barely any crops, if any, grow in winter. And I don't have the greenhouse. So I'm kind of just like, I might just spam sleep through all of winter. And maybe, like, well, I'll just go and slam the cave for, like, 28 days and get, like, all the mineral and ores that I need for the entire year. And then I can just farm for the rest of the year or something. Interesting to know if it goes quiet because of variety or if it's time of day / stream. At least for me, towards the latter half of stream, I'm doing things that stop me. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, possibly. I feel like, well, the only, like, variable, I suppose, or way to measure it would be, like, how, at the same time of day, how interactive would the chat be if I were on FF? I do think it's probably a mixture of both. So, like, sometimes the variety part, I stream a little bit late. Like, I extend the stream out, which means it's, like, later in the real-time day, which means maybe people having dinner and things like that, right? But obviously, like, the viewer count does go down whenever I switch to variety. That's just, like, a fact, right? So there are less people potentially to chat, right? And then, I don't know, maybe people have less to say about what's on screen because they're not playing the game or they don't have the background in the game. I don't know. But Rock, it's on shuffle. Also, this is a classic. What are you on about? I'm not a huge fan of Breaking Benjamin, but I will say 2 of their songs are okay. I would never leave. I trust you. I trust you. Even if time of the day, I'd say it's hard to compare. So most of the time in FF, you're doing something that's very chat interactive. Whereabouts in games, just watching the game. Yeah. And also as well, in, like, in a single player game, I can't interact or play with chat, right? Which is, like, a lot of what I do in FF. Like, I do as much as I can with chat. Bye, Ezra. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Can we move the Ruscon channel up? Yeah. I'll put it where the FanFest channel is. I'll put FanFest at the bottom now. There you go. Yeah, fair enough. Me too, actually. Player to up to 4 people on Stardew. Yeah, but that's like, you're locked in, right? Like, we're not doing a 4-player co-op Stardew stream game, right? I feel like that would be like a mates game or something, you know? I don't think you can play Stardew with chat. I don't know. But yes, I see what you mean though, Sefric. Like, as well, also, I don't know. I'm trying to spitball, right? Because variety is something I want to get more into, but I don't know if there's like a hurdle or like a barrier to entry or how to bet. Like, basically, I'm doing my like market research on it, right? Like over time, but I think there's another, which is also why I want to do like kind of the market research of like running the fucking Dark Souls marathon, because that's a generally popular variety game, right? People watch that a lot. It's got an audience on Twitch of like Souls viewers, right? Although I think that audience can be kind of cringe as well, like the specific audience, right? But like, I think the market research I want to do is like, what happens to general statistics if I take like an actual break from FF? You know what I mean? Oh boy. Yeah, like, as in, because right now what we do with the variety is like, I'll load up FF, I'll do my FF like dailies, we'll do that, and then we'll like switch into variety. And then it feels like, I mean, I can show you the graphs, right? Like the graphs just generally dip off a little bit as soon as I change game, which is expected. I don't think the drop off is as harsh as it is with some other streamers, so I appreciate that about my community and audience. But it's almost like as soon as I'm not playing FF, there's a certain amount of people that will just be like, all right, I'm done. You know? Can't wait for those Souls viewers. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if I have a route and I'm not terrible, they wouldn't be that bad on backseating, right? I enjoying 14. I enjoy 14, but I also just feel like it's not my thing I want to do indefinitely forever. And there's only one way to really stop that being a thing, and that's to just try new things, right? Like, I don't dislike it. I don't resent playing it. I don't feel bored of it. I feel like I've been spinning my wheels a little bit in it. That's why I want to like move forward, do more MSQ, do more of the things on my to-do list. But I think like viewer participation is generally lower now than it used to be as well. I mean, all my stats are down at the moment, right? So that's on me as well. And it also has something to do with seasonal. Like Twitch is pretty seasonal as well. It's kind of hard to like pinpoint things, I think, with streaming, right? There are like many multitudes of reasons that anything can happen, really. It's more like, what do I want to see myself doing long term? Is that playing FF14 every day? Probably not, right? Is it having FF14 be a staple part of the stream, but being able to have fun in other things without having massive drop-offs? It's more likely that. Is it full variety, never playing FF? Probably not as well, you know? So somewhere in between those. You're not really doing FF things, if that makes sense. So you've cultivated a we like FF, but the vibe is king audience. Yes. Yeah, I agree. Like, people are here like that. That's why I guess I find it jarring when I do play variety and like, well, I think maybe, let's say 60% of the viewers are like, yeah, I'll just watch you play whatever and we're vibing. And then like 40% will tune out if I switch to a variety game, and they're just like, I'll just go find another person playing FF because like that's the thing I watch when I watch streams, kind of thing. And I don't blame them for that, right? Like some people just like what they like, you know. I don't know about full-time mobbies. It's the kind of game that when you get into a certain point, it's a checklist of stuff to do unless you're doing raids. Yeah, but I haven't reached that point yet. I've got plenty to be getting on with in FF, right? But it does, like, a lot of it does require other people. Like, for example, I can't go and do Eden Savage if we don't have a team for it. I can't go and do T if we don't have a team for it. I can't go do Pandemonium if we don't have a team for it. I can't do Alliance Raid if I don't have a team for it. Well, I mean, I can, but it's more fun to do it pre-made, right? Drop off is real when variety hits. I think that's the nature of it. There's a lot of chasing the big thing or following the zeitgeist. Yeah, and it can be somewhat disheartening, I guess, having the drop off, right? So where I feel right now is like I'm in a position of kind of the unknown. Like I think I know what I want long term, but like every time I feel like I try and make a step towards it, it's like pan too hot, right? So it's like I take a step towards what I think, and then like I'll get some kind of less optimal feedback that I'm just like, ooh, ow, maybe it's just easier or less alien or something if I just stick to what I know, kind of thing, you know. Recover back to the track. Exactly, yeah. It's like, oh, it's just easier to stay on FF because I know that works. But it's not actually what I like want to be doing 100% of the time, you know? It just kind of works. So I've like pigeonholed myself into this kind of corner. And the only way to really break the cycle is to like not play any FF for a bit and see what the statistics say after a few weeks. You know what I mean? Because if I do variety in the second half of a stream, I only have data for like, well, people clicked the stream for FF. Maybe some people left it on. Like I don't get any like true stats data, I suppose, right? What's up, Eclipse? How you doing? Better to bite the bullet and figure out a route than continuing manage the client. That's what I'm thinking, right? Which is why I just want to take a bit more risks. The problem with that is the financial side of it. So, if I'm a little worried that like if I stop playing FF for like let's say a month or like even like 3 weeks or something like that, like my sub count drops off a cliff, the view count drops off a cliff, I lose all my momentum and it just like doesn't recover. And that's what I'm worried about, I suppose, because at the end of the day it is my job, right? And like I obviously wouldn't expect people to continue supporting a stream that they don't watch, and wouldn't expect people to gift subs like just because they feel bad for me or compelled to, right? So that's kind of my predicament, I think, the main side of it, because it ties into finances. I'm a little less easygoing to like take the risk, I suppose, you know. But it might just be like if I see it as like almost, I don't know, taking a holiday from FF or like taking a break or like becoming unemployed for a month or something. Like it's kind of hard though, because it's a lot of money to just like lose out on. And like I do still have bills to pay, you know. Start doing a monthly variety week. That's what I'm thinking. I want to do like a variety week or two, or like not monthly, but just every now and then, you know. Words are valid. I think you gain new viewers. That's what I need to remember, that there are potential new viewers, but I need to go in with the plan that like I can absorb new viewers, right? You could do only feet as a side hustle. I don't know about that one, Renan. I always put my feet up for free, you know. Better to do it now before you buy a house or another financial obligation. You are correct. Yeah, you are. We're not doing M plus variety. Combine it with a subathon. I would do that if I didn't already owe so many sub goals. So I don't feel comfortable doing a subathon now until I fulfill my obligations of the sub goals I owe, because I would just feel like a scammer at that point, even more than I already do, to be honest. And I probably would be labeled as that. I would feel like it. I just morally can't do that at the moment. So I need to like deliver the goals I owe before I can even consider doing another subathon personally. Like, I could do like a fun, the way I could like maybe monetize it to offset some of the financial loss would be like, can I do a fun variety week with like sub forfeits or something to incentivize like continuing to like give subs and keep the channel alive in that way financially, to at least offset like accept I'm gonna take a hit or take a dip, but like can I lessen that hit, you know what I mean? Condense it into a clean, yeah. So like just start the game in the start the stream in the section I want to play and see who clicks, you know, like then it would be true statistics and not just like, oh, I baited people in for FF and then they left their PC on, you know. I feel like the Dark Souls like week or fortnight could be fun, to be honest. Like that's I think what I want to test it out with, right? Variety transition is more one game till end than another or several on the go. I think one game, like we're doing this game bosh until it's done. I feel like that's what I want to test out. Yeah, we're not doing Fortnite. No, it's gonna be like a game with meaning, not like some fucking infinite lobby game. Let me finish my Mia's comment. Worries are valid. I think you gain new viewers. Your audience might fluctuate. It might take a while for everyone to adjust, but if you enjoy streaming more in the end, it might be worth it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, right? And again, like I don't dislike turning on stream each day. I need to put emphasis on that, right? Like it's not like I'm here against my will. It's not like I'm not enjoying FF. I just feel like I've been doing it pretty much nonstop for 3 years now, and it would just be nice to be able to like play some other games now and then. Not like all the time, but I'm in the point of like testing that. Like it would be nice to just be like, you know what, I feel like playing this game, and just know that I can just go off, play that game for like a week or two, and then come back to FF. I think that's like optimally, ideally, what I would like the position I'd like to be in. Like FF's the game, but like, oh yo, let's go play Terraria, and then we can just do Terraria for like however long it takes, and then just know that I can come back to FF and people will be like, oh sweet, he's back, or oh yeah, I'm down to watch Terraria, and like actually that it be more than just saying that, like actually people would watch it, you know. But again, there's an element of like skill to being able to stream multiple games, I think, right? It's easy for me to sit here and play FF all the time because that's just what you guys know me for, and like the concept of me playing something that isn't comfortable, like people who are here for FF, they're here because they're like, well, we trust him to do that, right? I'm gonna wave at this guy because he lined up. Cuth. But yeah, it's I guess it's just scary in principle, right? If the data for the non-FF and the FF content specifically, activity for participation, subs, other income, as someone not involved with streaming, but lots of experience dealing with market testing and sales, should be a clear pattern that you could play with and understand how to test it in the next few weeks. So yes and no. Like I have the data, right? I can show you here. So like every stream. Oh, let's go behind the curtain here, boys. Yo, Waku Dambo. Thank you for the first. Dude, that's 2 tier 1 subs today. We're getting the new audience in, boys. This must be the Switch players. Hog Jump. Yo, Wuka. Sorry, Waku. Thank you very much for the tier 1 sub. Welcome to the Rapscallions. So like here, let me shrink this down a little bit. Am I gonna leak anything crazy? That doesn't matter if I do. So we have like, let's say Fridays. What? Today would be a good day to start streaming. What does that mean? Bruh. Okay, well, the one time I want to show this, it doesn't work. Maybe we can do this. All right, hold on. I am streaming, bro. Analytics. Stream summary. Okay, well, I can show you this, right? Classic Twitch. The one time I want to show you guys the back end. So it shows chat messages, so I can see how interactive chat is at a certain point throughout the stream. So this is probably where we did the front line because chat's less active because people are playing the game. So like I get this on like a time plotted chart for every stream, right? So I can see like where chat was going crazy, where chat's low, like the amount of messages that are sent in like I think it's like well, every 2 minutes. I think the longer the stream is, it will go to like a 5-minute period and stuff. So I have that. I have the view count, which like right now is just going like up, right? This is for today's stream, but like it will plot it. So if I switch to variety, this will probably dip down here a little bit, right? I've got like, I guess, chatters, the amount of people chatting in periods, like the amount of unique names. We've got live views, which I guess is people clicking the stream. We've got followers, which no follows yet today, guys. Maybe someone should try this out. Yeah. Then we've got like news subs, ad breaks, clip views, like no clips views, etc. So like we've got some data, right? We got some data. Mostly I look at chat messages and average viewers to like make my decisions. Then we've got like where do our views come from, followers, like other channel pages, recommendations off the sidebar, then like other channels which people are finding me from. So like people are clicking my stream from Showbeck, from Kihi Marie and Preach. And then where people come like direct, this will be, I guess someone's Googling me. One person today has Googled me and found me off that. And then like other stuff is like direct means like this will be people that click the link from Discord, for example, right? So like you get a good amount of stuff, and then it will give you this overview. So right now we've had 352 like unique people click the stream today. 61 of those people have chatted. So percentage wise, that's like 18% or something. Which honestly is not bad. I usually aim between like for around like 20% chat, like unique viewers to unique chatters ratio, I suppose. So that's the kind of stats we get, and I should get this for every stream, but right now it doesn't want to work. So unlucky. But so like I do have data for like when I switch, but it's not contained in like a I just turned on stream in X game section and here's all the stats for that. You know what I mean? Yeah, Showwick's been pretty good on it. I mean, he's a giga weeb as well, so he'll definitely resonate with a lot of people. Like, you can probably talk about anime in his chat and he'll actually know what he's talking about. What's up, Alu62 now? Hi, Stormcrow. How you doing, bro? Apply for front page and make an event around that. That's another thing which I should probably chat to Matt about, yeah. I mean, like, I've had a meeting with Matty V for like an hour. Someone said something about him up here. Where was that? I don't know who said something about Matty V. I didn't quite catch that message. There was so many people typing along the messages. I didn't get to read them all. Sorry. What does Matty V think about moving in? Oh, okay, so I had a meeting with him and I mentioned this, and he was like, okay, so he had some advice for me, like doing variety. He was like, try and research the category you want to do variety in, reach out to the streamers who consistently stream that category using like Twitch stats and stuff like that. Try and like preemptively ask like, hey, I'm thinking about playing this game, could we do a collab? I guess like I just have to swallow my pride and just do it and be shameless, because like to me, if someone approached me like that, I would be a bit like, like a smaller streamers entering my section, are they trying to like use me? But that's just because like I guess I've been cultured into that based on Twitch is pretty backstabby generally. So I'm a bit like, I don't know if that would work or not, but he said to just try it, and I was like, okay. So I've had like an hour-long meeting with him talking about this kind of stuff, talking about Twitch in general. But I am gonna go like have a day out with him in like, I think it's in about a month's time. We're gonna go to a card show together in Birmingham, so we'll have like a whole day to just chat shit, and we'll probably talk about Twitch a lot. We'll probably talk about cards a lot. But we're gonna like go to a card show, hang out, have some beers, have a meal. So like I'll get him for a whole day to just like chat shit about Twitch, right? So maybe that day will be good in terms of like what his thoughts would be, coming up with a plan and stuff like that. I only sub when the streamer begs. Renom, you best fucking sub right now, or I won't show you my character's tits. Please. Do people actually respond to being asked to follow? Probably just contrarian, but begging puts me off. Yeah, I agree with that, and I think probably not. No, I mean some people do, right? I know certain streamers who will be like, "Oh, hey, I've seen that you're in the chat and you haven't followed yet," and it puts, in my eyes, that's putting pressure on someone, and it feels like a bit pressury to like pressure them into follow, because it like makes it a thing, and it feels kind of awkward. I don't personally, I don't like seeing that. Like, I just think a bit like, okay, well, that person, they should be able to follow if they want to, and they will if they want to. You know what I mean? I might do it as like a meme.
Does this streamer play games or does he just yell?
Pulling me out? Yeah, right. Ponto does it a lot. Personally, I don't really like it. It feels unnatural, I guess. I don't know. I'm very much like a vibe checky kind of guy, and like I'll meme at people. Maybe I'll like jokingly be like, "Oh, you're not even subbed" or whatever. But only if I already previously have like rapport with that person or whatever. And even then, I still feel a bit weird doing that, even as a joke. Like I wouldn't. I remember. This is actually quite funny. Back when I streamed WoW, when I very first started up the stream, there was this guy called the Real Kenzo. I don't know if anyone plays Overwatch. But he's like a big Overwatch YouTuber, right? He has like 893k followers or subscribers on YouTube, right? He came in my chat during a viewer raid on his Twitch account called the Real Kenzo. I didn't know who he was, and he signed up to my raid. He's hosted me a few times on Twitch because like we made up afterwards, right? But basically, he signed up to my raid. He came in the chat, and I went. This is like very early in my streaming career, right? And he came in. I was like, "Oh, hey," like invited him to the raid, and I was like, "You haven't even followed, bro." And he was like, "Well, now I don't want to." And I was like, "Oh." And then he kind of like just said how it was, and I was like, "Yeah, fair." And then I was like, "Yeah, sorry about that then." And then we kind of made up, and then he followed me, and then we ended up becoming like he kind of knows me, right? He's like hosted me a couple times. He used to come in my view rays. He used to chat in my stream. But yeah, like I haven't seen him in ages because he's just doing his own thing. But I guess to me at the time that was like a lesson of like, yeah, maybe don't just pressure people into following, because if they want to follow, they just will. You know what I mean? Asking for a follow doesn't really bother me. I mean, like doing a general announcement of like, hey guys, anyone that hasn't followed and you're having a good time, feel free. Like I think that's fine. But like putting like, hey you right there in the chat, I've seen you haven't followed. Boga Dank. Wait, Boga, I've seen you still haven't followed me, bro. What the hell is up with that? Yeah, like Boga's not gonna follow because he's like, I resent that comment, you know. Classic Boga, bro. I would instantly leave that stream alone from the point that they would call me out like that. Zuskin, did I do this to you? But yeah, I don't like follower announcements. I've actually waited until streamers are offline to follow so I don't have to deal with it. Interesting. Oh, what? As in like them going, thank you for the follow, howdy nerdy, or something like that. Really? Does it bother you? Why is that? How did I get an email to follow and tune into the stream today? I don't know, but it obviously worked, right, Renom? Hi, by the way, Tongue. I saw you entering in. I mean, this is the same reason I tend not to chat in that many streams, because like as soon as I chat, people are like, oh, hello, especially if it's a stream that like I don't know or they don't know me, and then I have the partner badge, right? And then like the stream just becomes about me for like 2 minutes, and I'm just like, well, I just wanted to say like Kek you, you know? Avoiding attention. I'm out. Yeah. Ping Discord to follow you on Twitch right now. If I follow, it just means I want to remember who they are so I come back. Doesn't mean I like them or plan on being a fan. Yes. Yeah, I know what you mean. I do the same. In fact, usually I don't follow a stream until I've watched them like 4 or 5 times. I mean, there's streamers I've been watching for literally years who I haven't followed. I don't watch them actively every day. But like Shobek, for example, I just see him pop up every now and then on my like sidebar, because I watch the games that he plays, but I've never followed him, but I've watched him probably for like a few hours, you know, like over time or whatever. Twitch streamers being greedy and untrustworthy. The thing is with Twitch, you have to be like, it kind of sucks, to be honest. You have to be like insanely shameless to make it work. Like it's just what it is. Like I've had the most success when I've had like the biggest ego and like the biggest amount of like shamelessness and like not like listening to my gut or like my morals, just being like, you know what, fuck it, this person does it, it works, I'm just gonna do that. And then what do you know, it works, right? So it's like I've seen the most success when I've done that and like not listened to my gut almost with streaming. You weren't excited when I came in? Are you non-subophobic? Yeah, bro. Yeah, Renom, what the hell? Do your research, start a community survey center, see what they want to see. I think you never get rid of that kind of viewership, decline anxiety, but if you can go with the plan, that's part of the battle. Yeah, that's kind of generally how I operate, Barry. So why are you not followed? Stare. But like people do that. And then the person's like, oh, sorry. And then they follow. And I'm like, they don't need to apologize for that, you know? I don't know. To be honest, it's maybe just a me thing, but it kind of irks me a little bit. It feels like you're just putting someone on a spot and calling them out in front of hundreds of people. And they're just like, well, now I feel weird if I don't follow. Like, they have two options. Well, they have three, actually. Like, say nothing and carry on. Follow because they feel pressured into it. Or just leave the stream because they feel like, well, that was bullshit, you know? So, like, it can go either way. I personally think it's kind of cringe, but it's just, you know, why you not followed? Purge, leave. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I never do that, right? You'd close the stream. In fact, let's poll this because I see it working like so often. Like, okay, so what about if you guys third party, right? Let's say it's not you being called out, but you see it happen. What's your thoughts then? Like, do you be like, ooh, that was kind of cringe, didn't like that? Like, you wouldn't close the stream if it wasn't you, right? You just be like, ooh, that must be kind of awkward for that person. Chat, hang out for a few hours at least before following. Yeah, same, exactly. Like, I never. The only time, like, let's say I raid someone new, right? Sometimes people just follow immediately, like if they get good vibes off the raid. Sometimes I will follow if I get good vibes. If I raid into someone and they receive it well, I might follow them. And that's not like, oh, I'm going to be watching the stream actively. It's like, I might come back and see how they do another time. So, like, let's say most recently we raided that, like, Akira. I can't remember his full channel name. But, like, I feel like he handled the raid pretty well. I was like, okay, this guy's got some charisma. Like, I'd be interested to see, like, how he does in the future. So, like, I'm going to give him a follow kind of thing. But, like, if I got like bad vibes, I would just not follow them. I would either write them off or be like, I won't follow them now. Maybe I'll see their name again in future and see if it's any different kind of thing, right? He was so cool. Yeah, he was cool, right? He is a turbo weeb. Yeah. Okay, so wait. If you got called out for not following, would you leave channel, follow? Wait. Follow, leave channel. What other options? What other options? He kissed you, or he did kiss every single raider. Yeah. I want to fill up my follow list. People I don't intend to watch. My follow list is like hundreds at this point. I should probably clean it up, but I feel like as a streamer, I should follow more people because like it gives me like options of people to raid and stuff like that, right? Follow, not follow, but stay. Okay. Do nothing. Okay, here you go. I'll put it on 2 minutes. If you got called out for following, would you follow, leave channel, do nothing? Follow hundreds? I think I follow like a few hundred, yeah. These are all the people I follow. These are just the live channels right now, right? So that's my whole follow list. It's got to be like at least 100, right? I don't know if that's even showing all of them or not. But yeah. Because I feel like I must follow more people that aren't online, right? Like, it feels like there's almost the same amount of people online as off, and that just seems weird. See all the people, then it's time for a purge. Really? I pressed it, what, 6 times there or something? Channel looks like my Discord servers. Cybez live, gotta go. Was he on FF or is he on WoW? Hard question to answer. Is it a channel you're watching for the first time or a channel you're in a lot? Watching for like within the first 3 tries. In the first 3 times you're watching it. No one has put follow yet. It's leave channel or do nothing. Interesting. Because I see it happen all the time. Since this name came up, particularly in Ponto's channel, And everyone seems to just, well, like most people seem to just follow immediately as soon as he calls them out. And I've always been like, huh, interesting, because I just wouldn't have seen it like go that way, you know. For following, I'd probably leave. No, like after you follow though, like if you followed and I was like, thanks for the follow, Feral M, because it pops up, you wouldn't like, would you unfollow and leave then? Like, is that too much? 2 are me, 1 is Voss, and most other games like Bethesda. Oh, really? Wow, okay. Haven't followed. So we have 0 people click follow. Most people, 61% leave channel, 39 do nothing. That is very interesting. Because, like, from my anecdotal witnessing of it, I mean, I guess I don't know when people click X, right? I just don't do it because I think the risk of leave channel is too high. And quite clearly, this polls, at least you audience, like this sample of people, I'm correct on, right? But that, I guess, if anything, that just shows that like my mindset is like entwined with yours. Like you are my people in that sense. Like we have the same opinion, you know. Watching a YouTuber at the moment they say subscribe, click the bell and leave a comment, I switch to another video. Really? Is that like a stubbornness, like resentment thing? Or is that like, I just find it too annoying? Like, I usually at the end of my like videos that I would like go on a talking head or something and I'd just be like, yeah guys, like follow if you're interested in this kind of content. Like subscribe if you're interested in this kind of content so you don't miss it. Like, it's not like a, hey guys, I see 90% of you aren't subscribed on YouTube. Make sure you do that so we can do this. Like, I get that that's kind of intrusive. You know what I mean?
I think Strummer has a tiny peepee.
Bro, I haven't been told today, so unlucky. I think we're of average size today, Senyun. Thank you for the Prime though for 18 months. Appreciate it. You know, followed sub because they've asked me to. Yeah, it's just because you want to, right? Talking shit about Primes, give me the egg. All right, we're not here to just shit on Ponto, guys. Okay, people run their streams in how they do it, but I mean, I guess it is useful feedback, right? Like it's interesting seeing into the minds of like a Twitch chatter as a Twitch streamer, because like I also am a Twitch chatter, but I am treated differently as a Twitch chatter because of my badge, right? And also because a lot of the people I watch know me as a streamer too. So, and like, if I enter a Final Fantasy chat, people will at me and be like, Russ, and stuff. So, like, I am treated differently, you know? But yeah, it's, I guess it's interesting to hear, like, what the average, I don't want to say Joe Schmo, but, like, the average viewer who's just watching Twitch, you know, has like an experience with and how their mindset works and stuff, right? Because this is kind of like market research for me, right? Like if I get to see inside Twitch viewers' brains, I can do more with that, you know? Can your bad G turn into a good G? Yeah, it always is a good G. Look at this tick. Look at that tick, boys. Worked hard for that. Rush thinks we're average. You're like the pedestrians. You're the bystanders and pedestrians of Twitch, you know? We're the MPs. I'm just kidding. Russ has ticks. Yeah, I have one tick. One tick. Those disgusting normies with jobs. We're the unemployed of Twitch. Okay, we're the unemployed of Twitch. For me, if someone tells me to do something, I'll either ignore them or I'll intentionally not do it, depending on how annoyed I am that they told me to do the thing. Yeah, so you get petty with it. Me a little bit too, and I know for 100% Howdy Nerdy agrees with that. Because she really specifically is like, as soon as someone tells you to do something, I'm like, no! Absolutely fucking not! Yeah. People need to be reminded of certain stuff like following because they simply forget. I do think there is an essence of just people forgetting or people like not being convinced yet. Like for me, there's people that I've like met in real life. I haven't followed them because like I forgot to, and it's been so long. Like they came up on my sidebar at the top of the recommendations every time they were live, and I clicked them every time I saw them. And then like I never followed them because after a certain point, it got like awkward to follow them because then they would have been like, "You haven't followed me, bro." But like, it's never like come in the way of me, you know, navigating things. At least one way, halfway through the intermission, did you know 90% of you aren't following? And the graph pops up. Yeah. I know the one you mean, Feral. Right, let's what I want to do is Oh, did we queue up together for the CC game there, Dr. Marks? Shit, we did. All right, let's run one more, and then actually we'll go and do the bard stuff here. But I do want to continue the conversation because it is interesting to me. I'm queuing up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. That's why you have to wait for them to be offline. Yeah, and then I forget to do it. It's not like I'm gonna like wait till the stream ends, leave the tab open, because then I might get raided into someone or whatever. Pettiness and spite got me a master's degree. Wait, what? Expand on that, Hurricane. What the fuck? Now we get the Howdy paradox when she's told to do two opposing things. Oh shit, yeah. That's the principle. Few streamers at the end of the stream, they say, if you enjoyed your time here, please consider following. Yes, that's what I think is fine, and that's what I do, right? Like, I say, like, let's say, for example, we get a big raid or something, right? Maybe like 30 minutes after the raid, I'll be like, by the way, if you're still here from blah, blah, blah's raid and you're having a good time, consider following if you want to see me again, just so you don't forget. Or something like that. I feel like that's okay. I'm okay with that. But if someone was chatting from a raid and then I'd seen they were like chatting for like 10 minutes and then I went like, oi, you. What, like, why am like, or like, oh, I just see that you haven't followed yet. Like, is there a reason for that? Or like, do you hate me or something? Like, I feel like that's like, oh, that gives me like I can't do that. And like, if I saw it happening, I go, I like literally sit there going, ooh. I don't know. Like, if I were in the stream and the streamer did that to someone, I'd go, ooh. I would like physically recoil a little bit, I think. Yeah. Cat goal? Wait, we got a cat goal? Which one? This one? Electra? Damn. Okay. Subscribe or shut up. Yeah. Broad messages. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, well, that's why I generally operate in terms of like broad mass statements, right? Like if people are being weird in the chat, I do the same thing. I'm like, hey, you stop being, unless someone's being specifically really weird and like ruining the vibes, I might be like, yo, you, can you just stop that? But like, it's going to take me a while to get to that point, I think. Nice, we got on, boys. But it, like, generally, if I just feel like chat's being a bit strange overall, I'll just be like, yo, guys, like, let's all just calm down for a sec. You know, like, I'm not going to single people out, generally, I think. Oh, damn, we're just wiping these guys. Do. Alright, poggers. Poggers! Fucking stop it right now, Berry Vodka Bun. You've gone too far this time. Bum bum bottom. Sorry. Seashore JustRuss spin. We won, boys. We won. I get so toxic in CC. I will say this again. I think it's just competitive. Anything competitive. All right, that was barely a game, bro. We got to go again. Cat Girl gets the honor. Nope, never mind. She left. That one was crazy quick. We got to go again, boys. Another case of players who didn't even put heal on their hotbars. Unfortunate, boys. All right, we just go immediately again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going. We're not doing a PvP only day. We're going to do some other stuff in a sec. But that doesn't count as a game, bro. Don't chat in slower channels often as a result. I want to put, am I the only person that has a weird brain thing where my name is visible in the chat window? Now I can't leave that channel until it scrolls away. What? Okay, we need chat's opinion on this. So wait, if your chat is like stuck in the box, you're not allowed to leave. So you have to like stop chatting before you want to go so you can like ease out. Interesting. I've never heard of that before. That might just be a you thing, yeah. Another annoyance, streamers that have a specific schedule, like to start at 2 p.m. but don't start till 3 or 3:30 or maybe even later. Who knows, whenever, maybe if you're lucky. Why is that annoying? Do you actually like... So, okay, I am genuinely curious about this. Do you guys set your alarms to like, oh, time for Rust to start. I've got to open my Rust stream tab. Like, he's starting soon. Like, is that genuinely a thing, or is it just a meme? I can't tell. Because like the amount of shit I get, I genuinely can't tell if people are like actually pissed off or not. I just assume it's a meme for my own sanity. I wait for the Twitch alert. Yeah, okay. Because you're never on time. If I were on time every day, would you at 5 to 2 open up your stream and be like, boys, Freebird's about to go. 2 p.m. time for disappointment. Who would do that? I'm sure at least one person in here does that. Very specific anxieties one can have. For example, I have an anxiety about being seen with food or dishes. I get seriously panicked. Seen with food or dishes? What, like eating it? And like holding a dish? Or like grocery shopping? Because that supermarket visit must be crazy. Stroke his ego? Stroke my ego, yeah. Hi, Tallulah. No comment. Phone calling. Bye. See, like I'm genuinely curious. Most of the time I'm working or doing something else. Between 2 and 3, I'll be like, oh, Rush should be on soon. And that's about it. Yeah, but you're not like, where the fuck is this guy? My content. Like, you're not at that level. You're just like, oh, Rush should be on soon. I'll open the tab. So I'm like the stream will just be there whenever he's ready. You know? It's not like unbelievable. Push notifications. You don't follow many? Yeah. Well, that's why I do the Discord announcement. That's why, like, I think you get push notification on Twitch if you sign up for them. Yeah, wait till Discord pings. That's fair. Reasonable. Last week I was actually worried something happened to you. I'm sorry, guys. I appreciate that concern. But, is it because I guess it came off the back of me being ill, right? But no, I just had a bit of a weird weekend, and I just needed the day to reset. But yeah, I probably should have just pinged something. My bad. Supermarket's difficult. Especially like food on a plate or a glass in general in my hand. If people in a room, it's pure horror. Okay. Do you... Not to make this into like your therapy session, but like... What's the fear there? Like, where does that come from?
Heck yeah.
If you don't mind sharing. You don't have to, obviously. I'm just curious of like... Where does your brain go? Like, I just find it interesting. I'm just curious, but absolutely you do not have to reply to me. But I am just curious, like, where does the brain go? Like, what does your brain tell you is bad about being seen holding a plate or glass or whatever, right? If it's I thought there was a stream today, why no alert? I would check the channel. Otherwise, I assume I'm being normal. You're being a normal and dealing with life. Thanks, man. Yeah, pretty much. By the way, Colonel, 10-month streak, heck yeah. Bro, that's 100 months, by the way. That's not 10. You missed the 0, dude. Story time about how pettiness and spite got me the master's degree. Send it. I want to hear this. Why am I following Final Boss? Because he promised to stream once, and everyone followed him, and then he never did it. It's actually just copying stuff people do and be called out for just following others. So wait, explain that, Dragon. You're anxious about copying people and being called out? Wait, you copy people generally and your anxiety is being called out for copying people. Is that right? Am I understanding that correctly? He streamed, I was there. Oh shit, I don't think I was there. And I follow him too. The first and final stream, dude. Alright, let's see. We're against Zephyr. And it's just me versus Zephyr plus 8 randos. Alright. At least, I think. Oh wow, they've all popped their shields ready. Oh, fuck me. It was late for me? Oh, okay. Start playing Dragoon. How you find it, Dave? Fake fan. It was late for me. I probably was still up. Watching stream on the YouTube, no point having an alarm. Yeah, fair enough, Savell. Fair enough. I feel like I'm being called out if I start listening to a band another person talked about. Really? Wait, as in, do they actually call you out? Or you're worried that they will call you out for, like, copying? Isn't that what, like... I know you're, like, acknowledging it's, like, an anxiety that you, I guess, think is silly, right? That in, like, terms of, like, how your brain thinks. But, like, isn't that, like, kind of the point in, like, sharing music, for example? Oh my god, he lives. Fuck you! I was more on that. I guess he was there first. Right, Dr. Goon in Palace of the Dead. One of the few jobs that made me rage quit. Yeah, Dr. Gooning. I don't know if I've heard of people doing Palace of the Dead. Probably it's possible, right? But yeah. Worried that they'll call me out. So you think that someone will be like, whoa, that's my band. Yo, Matt, what's up? We were talking about you a second ago. Only bad things. No, I'm just kidding. I was just saying about how we're going to go to that show and that we're going to have a whole day to talk about Twitch strat. It's going to be great. And mostly cards as well. Does anyone remember that weird period of 2016 YouTube where if someone played the same game as someone else, they were constantly copying another YouTuber? Yes. I still feel like there is like an essence of that. I don't think anyone like calls you out for it now. But definitely like... I mean, I've definitely been in situations where I thought other people like copied my content or copied what I was doing or something like that. It probably doesn't go that deep, but like... It's each time it's like a point on the graph, right? And if it happens like 5 times, I'm a bit like, you know. And then again, it's not like I invented anything. Like, really, like nothing is kind of unique in the content creation world, right? We got fucked, by the way. I'm here on mobile because I'm going to a concert. Hey, Cage, what's up? Which concert are you going to? So in high school, I had a bully for an English,